So this is the features video of the Meerkat magnetic sweeper. So this unit is 67 inches wide and weighs 737 pounds. And as you can see, it's got 3 swinging magnet assemblies here. So each of these weighs 120 pounds each. And they're 6.5 by 6.5 magnets, 20-inch wide. So the reason it adds up to 67 is there is a small gap in the middle there, but that gap is to add strength with the rib that you can see. And the magnetic power is not really affected if you're at our recommended operating width or operating height. So when you're at the right operating height, which we recommend around 3 inches, all debris will get picked up in that gap, but it'll just gather onto the magnets assembly. So we have on it right now our debris digging rake, which is an optional feature. And these are useful just for kicking debris up out of the ground if it's kind of embedded, and it actually works as a land groomer of sorts. So the Meerkat is completely made out of steel and stainless steel. All the structural components are going to be steel, with the debris pan at the bottom being stainless so it doesn't interfere with the magnetic field. And it utilizes an 18-inch universal adapter plate, so you hook up to this thing the same way you'd hook up to any bucket or implement on a skid steer. And the way it's designed is with a 0-degree lead-in. So to set it at the recommended operating height, all you have to do is just roll it back like you would tipping up a bucket, and then drop your arms down to the lowest setting, and it'll be at the right height. All the bushings on these magnets are UHMW, so they will last a long time and they provide a nice smooth action when you're swinging. And we will bring it up to show you the wraparound feature and how to clean it off. So we got the Meerkat up in the air right now, and you can see the stainless steel debris pan. So this thing's gonna last a long time. It's really thick, and you can see the welds holding everything together. So this thing's fully welded construction with some bolts just holding on the pivot points, and it's really sturdily built. So with the ribs in the middle providing a lot of strength, you can really run this thing into the ground, so you don't really have to worry about adjusting it while you drive. If it bashes onto the ground, then that's why we have this wraparound feature. So the magnets come all the way to the back here, so as you can see, it'll stick. I mean, it even magnetizes to the back. That's how strong the magnets are on this thing. So each spot where there's these little skid bars here, that's a gap where the magnets aren't. So I'll show you the power of it. Like, I got a railroad spike here, and I'm gonna put it in the middle, and you can see I can't really hold it. It's just gonna pull it to one side or the other. So even if I just toss it up there, it's gonna catch it. You see, it just pulls it to the center of the magnet next to it. So these gaps aren't really a factor in anything. They really just collect everything anyways, just because these magnets beside them are so powerful. If you're at the recommended sweeping height, it's just gonna pull it either way. You're not gonna miss anything. So there's the wraparound feature. So after all that, we're gonna show you how the unit unloads. This thing has no hydraulics, so it's very simple. You don't have to worry about hose maintenance or anything like that. It's just as reliable as a bucket. Like, you unload it the same way you dump a bucket. So I got all the railroad spikes on there, and we're gonna show you how to unload it. You just tip it like you would a bucket, and you can see the magnets swing away. So as these magnets swing away, they disconnect from the debris pan at the back there, and that will separate the magnetic field from the debris, removing everything. So you can see how we set that to the right position is he just rolled it back and then dropped the arms all the way down, and it's at the right height. So we're gonna drive over these railway spikes, and you'll see it picks them up. And again, we'll do the clean off here. Magnet swing away, everything falls off. So the Meerkat magnetic sweeper will dump off into an, looks like an 8-foot bin of these general large scrap metal bins. On this model of Bobcat, it lifts up high enough that you can get over it, but you might want to check how high your model will lift before trying this. So, clean off is as easy as just dumping it into the bin if you need to. So every one of these Meerkats will come with an operator's manual, which is in that tube there. And this will give you all the instructions you need on how to set up the rakes, how to unload, how to hook up, everything you need. So he just rocks it back, drops it down, you're back in business.